always. You know how I am.
So what are the biggest things that can be corrected immediately after the second half performance against Minnesota?
I don't know. Probably a better question was what doesn't have to be corrected. I mean, the positives I drew from the game when I went through it with the guys were, we were 2 for 2 in the red zone. We had a sudden change, but really most of our in-game goals we didn't achieve. And so that's myself as a coordinator, us as a coaching staff, and our players from an execution standpoint. Just not a lot went well. So we've got to go back to the drawing board and. A lot of things to correct out here, practice and get right, and we've got to do it in a short period of time against a team that traditionally can score points, and so we've got to find a way to be able to get some offensive productivity and be able to match that.
So what kind of was the focal point today, as far as what were you most trying to work on during today's workout?
Some of the things that. Some of the corrections are they're physical mistakes. Some of those things are hard. When it's a missed throw or a drop ball or a fumble, or because really out here you work through the fundamentals, but you're trying to work on game plan. You're trying to work on schematics as much as possible, and so. Hopefully as coaches we don't let those fundamentals slide within these team periods when we're going 11 on 11. We still got to be able to coach those guys and make sure they're using proper technique and fundamentals so that the physical mistakes that show up on the film don't happen with regularity.
The offensive identity, I know, is still something that you guys are trying to work towards. Where do you feel like that is right now? Can you see like, okay, we're here right now, but this is where we want to get to, or just how do you evaluate where that part of it is right now?
Personally, I think identity is probably a little bit an overused term. We're just not very productive. The last 2 games, there's been 9 3-and-outs, and so whether you call that an identity crisis or whether you call it unable to execute, or I can't call things to put them in the right situation to be successful. I don't, whatever you want to call it, but I don't think there's an identity issue at all. I think there's an execution issue. I think there's things that we got to coach better and we got to do better all the way around.
Coach A's put a lot on you guys as a coaching staff too to figure this out together. So what have maybe the last few days have been like, just from a coaching staff perspective, just trying to find the right answers?
We're evaluating personnel, seeing if we have the right guys in the right spots, evaluating schemes to see if we're doing things the right way, or at least the right way that we know how to do things. And then really going back, really dissecting that film, finding out where some of the things were disconnected. I went series by series, and I showed the team in the offensive unit meeting yesterday where the breakdowns occurred on all the drives we weren't successful on, and how it can easily be remedied. But like I said, some of those things are things that we got to coach better, that we got to execute from a scheme standpoint. Some of them are physical things that happen in the game. You miss a protection in a one-on-one block. Does that mean your protection schemes are bad? Not really. That guard missed on that play. Quarterback misses a wide open target. The scheme was pretty good. The kid was wide open, but we missed him. We drop a crossing route across the middle. Well, he was open, but he dropped it. So I don't. Those are things that can continue to work through those fundamentals. But if you don't make those things happen, then